Today we're going to be working on the back of the H3. This is an 08 H3, aptly named Project Going for Broke. We're going to be putting in some new lights. We do an unboxing here. These just showed up the other day. Brand spanking new. Nicely packaged. Came with directions. Get the shadowing off there, sorry. Spec-D Tuning, installation and care. And these are what came. And these are what are going for broke. I'll be right back. Actually, I can probably do this. Hold on. And here we go. I'm going to turn you sideways so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and put these on the Hummer now, because the other ones I had to super glue them. They were all broken. And so that's what we're going to be using with a new 4157 bulb, Sylvania. Hopefully those will be bright enough. I purposely picked Spec-D Tuning. They had some pretty good reviews. These are non-LED, by the way. These are just incandescent, plain old bulbs. The 4157 is supposed to burn brighter and longer. So I'm hoping that those bulbs will work. I did look into LED. The reason I chose Spec-D Tuning, there's not many options left for the Hummer H3. So we're going to start putting them in. I'm going to wait on those other LED add-on lights because I'm not sure what I want right now. So I'm going to just be patient. By the way, here are the bulbs in case you're interested. And they are long life Sylvania, 10 of them in a box. Got them on Amazon. They're probably not truly Sylvania, but that's okay. And there's the part number if you ever need to get them. They're a 4157LL. And I think they were about 20 bucks for 10 of them. And as always, because hey, first test the bulbs before you put the fixture together, because I didn't do that the last time and I had to tear my fixtures back apart. These will snap with a reassuring, beautiful snap and a click when you go to put them in. They click nice and loud, they'll lock right in. Unlike some of the LEDs I've tried in the past, which, well, they fall right back out because they don't lock. This is your reverse. This is your turn, stop, tail, tamp. Words. Turn, stop, tail, lamp. Plus your black is your ground. So I just used a simple piece of white paper towel. And I touched the bulbs with that so that I don't get my oil on the bulbs, which they say will shorten the life. I don't know. I think you can pretty much wipe the bulbs off before you ever turn them on. If nothing else, with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and let them dry and they'd be just fine. But why take a chance, right? Right behind here is the third brake light. I'm going to need to redo that one on this truck too because half of it is burned. So that'll need repairing. Yeah, this one needed to be modified. Spec-D did. This standoff was easily eighth to a quarter inch longer than it needed to be. I went and erred on the side of caution and took less off. At least if I can get it closer. It was literally sticking out far enough that you could fit probably an eighth to a quarter inch tool between it. And the plastic snap piece, I took it downstairs and warmed it with my heat gun gently. And then pressed these plastic pieces out with a small jeweler screwdriver. And I think you can see that. Now they stand way off the top. That should hopefully help snap that tight back in. This is not the first repair I've had to make to these plastic snaps. I really need to source some new ones, so if anybody knows where to get those. They have little legs that stick out the side. Maybe you can see them now. I need some new ones of these. Even so, I give props to Spec-D. These are really quite fabulous, these lights. The other one, I'll show it to you real quick. I give them an absolute A+ for fit and finish. It's really freaking good. I do not like the cheaper smoked plastic they used here. I feel that this should have been a better fit, that it's kind of away from the fixture a little bit. It doesn't sit tight all the way. But man, talk about fit and finish on the side on this one. They nailed this one. I mean, really nicely done. Beautiful looking. I imagine they're going to look fabulous. Okay, one screw is here and one is here. Do not just yank on the outside of the light housing. You know, your tendency is to want to just rip it. You will snap everything inside of this housing. When you do them, you need tools like these right here. Those tools need to be had because you're going to gently pry along the outside edges. I'm going to show you how good it looks now. A little bit of air sawing. This is how tight I was able to get it. It's literally, you can barely fit your finger through the edge. When I first started, this was atrocious. I mean, there was enough gap I could put my pinky through it. It's now more than acceptable to me. There's still a little tiny gap and I can see in there. I'm going to leave that just like it is because it's absolutely awesome looking. Spec-D Tuning, I give you props. Man, other than that minor modification I had to do, a little air saw, body saw type deal. I give you props, man. Great lights. Very attractive looking.